If there's a podcast that's got the groove, DJ oh so fresh and the host with no name. It's the Hype Podcast where they tell their tales. Keeping it funky, ain't no room for the lame. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody, get on your feet. Get on your feet. It's time to listen to the Hype Podcast. Turn up the volume. Let's get loud. Don't miss a single episode. It's the Hype Podcast.
Okay, so we're gonna do some one track again because I have a one track mind.
Diddy do. Sorry,
I
just had a little Billy Joel on my mind.
I always think of Two Live Crew
Because thought that was Two Live Crew?
They redid that song.
Shut the fuck up. No, they did not. When?
Yeah, I mean, I think Luke talks about she sucked my dick and licked my ass. Yeah, I mean, I was like, you had to remember when As Nasty as the Wannabe came out, I was in like 9th grade, and there was a lot of concepts. I didn't know you could lick somebody's ass.
That's been going on forever. Ass licking is not new, motherfuckers. Don't even think that it's new. Also, before we kick this off, find me Two Live Crew on this chart here. Do you even have them on here?
Two Live Crew. They have to be up here. Fresh Kid Ice. They sold a shitload of fucking records.
Come on. You're on the clock. You're on the clock. We're looking for Two Live Crew, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, find it. Sniff it out, boy. Sniff it out, Oso. Sniff them out. Come on.
No, I don't see Two Live Crew.
Those fucking bastards. Maybe they're camera shy. Maybe they licked too much ass. They couldn't be there that day.
It's just a fucking painting.
They couldn't be there because they were busy licking ass, and we're busy kicking ass, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Hype Podcast. I'm the host with no name.
My name is Also Fresh. I'm not going to lick anything that has been wiped.
What if it has been wiped?
I mean, I just don't want to crust with my pie.
I mean, but you do like the cream filling. That's for sure.
Yeah. Right. Toss it, eat the booty like groceries, right?
Yeah, and hopefully that produce is fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? Yeah, don't be doing that shit after somebody just switched up their diet. If they went from eating steaks all the time to kale.
Corn? Is that corn?
Yeah. If they went from eating steaks all the time to kale and corn, you're not going to have a good time down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. That's our show. That's it. We're done. I'm just fucking with you. Hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/The Hype Podcast. You can check out all of our new episodes at thehypepodcast.com and donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/The Hype Podcast.
You should motherfucking donate.
You should.
It'll change your life.
Oh, so why are you feeling so blue today?
I was thinking about taking up gangbanging. Just fuck it. I said, you know, which game am I going to be in? I guess I own more blue, so I guess I'm associated with some. I have to find a set now.
I'm sure the Crips appreciate you for that because they will have stellar fucking music. Let me tell you,
I'm going to have. The problem is, I'm going to have to find a set and get jumped in.
That's
it. And then that might fuck up my hat. Anyway.
yeah. Can I wear some coveralls and a helmet?
Yeah,
you guys jump me in. Jesus Christ. Let me tell you why I'm feeling blue today.
Why are you feeling blue?
It's kind of dumb because it's not even my fucking business.
Yeah.
My buddy is having their kitchen redone. Right?
Okay.
Having your kitchen redone, as some of you might know, is no small task.
It's not. You are going to be inconvenienced probably 2-3 days.
Right. At the most, right?
At the most.
Now being in the biz of like remodeling, refinishing, resurfacing, this is the lower end of the complexity scale. All they're doing is having their cabinets refinished. That's it. Refinished and repainted. That's it.
And they're probably just refacing the doors, right?
Refacing the doors, doing the lip inside the cabinet edge.
Yeah.
Fucking good to go, right?
It's wallpaper.
Yeah,
It's basically contact paper. Hey, if you ever, like, I have that shit in my house and it peels off and it looks really corny, but
right.
But it's basically just putting wallpaper on there, get yourself a squeegee and sit down and get it knocked out.
Yeah, there you go. And so the dude that they hired says, I'm gonna show up Friday.
What's the name of his business?
I don't recall. I'll find out and I'll report back.
Yeah,
next
I
week.
didn't know what the name is. I mean, we don't want to put you on blast, but you
No,
fucked
I
up.
do.
We can talk
I
about
do.
it.
I do.
Oh, I mean, because I gotta tell you, I got a fucking chimney guy I had to deal with.
Right.
This motherfucker.
Hang on.
Right after
Let
you.
me get this off my chest.
I'll catch the next bus.
Yeah, because this shit, again, not even my fucking business.
I refuse to Rosa Parks. I want to be in the front seat.
Not even my business. But this motherfucker says, I'll be there Friday all day. We're going to knock this out.
Yeah.
Prep day Friday, paint day Saturday, fucking golden. Well, no call, no shows. I'm on Friday. And
Wow.
so I get to hear about it, you know, and oh man, I can't believe this fucking guy. And he's a legitimate business that was found online. And
It
so,
doesn't work that way.
so,
There's a lot of those things are referral services.
so Saturday rolls around. This cat says, all right, be here 7 to 7. We're going to knock this shit out one day. I'm going to come back Sunday, do the touch-ups, fucking good to go. Well, apparently, this cat doesn't show up till 8:30 on Saturday, leaves at 9:30
In the morning?
in the morning.
Mhm.
So,
39, I mean, you know what? I was out to get a box of cereal for watching cartoons, and I decided to stop by and see your shit and see how it's going.
yeah, right?
That's what it is. An hour. Have you ever worked with people who do trades like that? Those motherfuckers. It takes 20 minutes for them to fucking start anything.
Right. And so,
Then they want a coffee break 30 minutes later.
and I'm getting tabs on this whole thing because my buddy's like, hey man, what are you doing today? Like, let's go run. I was like, yo, I thought you had this kitchen shit going on today. And so he's, yeah, this motherfucker showed up for like 20 minutes and left. I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay. He's like, yeah. See, he said he's going to be in and out all day. And I'm like, are you comfortable leaving the house with this motherfucker in your house by himself?
Well, here's where we'll get down on that because I have to deal with that sometimes when some people who rent
Yeah.
are assholes and are never home
Right.
and they don't want anybody in the fucking house.
Sure.
You know, it's leaking onto the next floor. We need to get into your fucking house. I actually had that happen once where a guy is basically flooding the unit below him constantly.
Yeah.
And we had to wait like a week to get in his house.
Jesus Christ.
And plus his son is really scary.
40-year-old.
No,
6'5".
I mean, I'd say 25-year-old.
Okay.
I don't know what his background is.
Prison.
I don't know, but he scares the shit out of everybody. I get more complaints about this motherfucker. So I understand. And a lot of times people don't want to let you in, but it's like, I guess for me, since we're property management, yeah, walk on in.
You're a legitimate company, right?
But this motherfucker right here,
Yeah. And no, it gets better. This shit gets better. So he's there for like an hour on Saturday.
Yeah.
And my buddies, so my buddies telling me this story. And this morning, I'm like, hey, we going on our run this morning. We got a long run scheduled today.
A fun
This
run.
weekend. Yeah, long fun run. And so he goes,
brother and sister running.
he goes, the fucking cabinet guy showed up. I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, so I can't go run this morning. I got to fucking stay here, babysit this motherfucker, make sure he gets it done. I went, what? So you can't go run? He's like, yeah, I can't even fucking watch football. I said, why not? He's doing your kitchen. You watch football in the kitchen? He goes, no, this motherfucker's got his Mexican gangster rap music fucking blaring.
Are you
throughout my house.
serious? Are you serious?
Swear to God. Now, I tell you this story.
I mean, you're like, you come to my house to repair shit,
Right.
and then you want to bump some music up in my house.
Right.
See, and the whole other thing is, and just because it's specifically me, the control of the music in my goddamn house is always fucking mine. No, I mean, shit. I done been with. I had Alexa, and I seen people request artists I never fucking play. Nah, I look at people sideways. No, do not request goddamn Taylor Swift on my shit. It's not gonna work.
So that's the climax of the story. What I need to know, what I need to know is being in the biz now. We'll say you're in the biz of like property management and refinishing. At what point would Oh So Fresh have nullified this contract and cussed a motherfucker out?
If I did not, because he's just a regular contractor and not like an essential service,
Yeah.
like the city or something. No, I would tell him to fuck off. No, I was
Like immediately.
immediately that the day he don't call no show, I call him towards the end of the day. Say, this just doesn't work.
Like 7 a.m., 7:15 rolls around. He's getting a call.
I fire people all the time. I had a guy who was doing chimneys for us,
Okay.
and he said, he had to rebuild the chimney. He had done
Rebuild a fucking chimney.
first. He went to one complex
Okay.
and he cleaned every chimney in there. We didn't ask for that, but he cleaned every chimney in there, and then just sent us a fucking bill like, "Hey, there you go, they're clean." And we're trying to track down when we asked for all the units to be cleaned.
Right. Yeah.
We did not, but nobody could track it down. But somewhere in the office, it did happen. We know that. You didn't just make it up. But then this motherfucker, we need a fireplace rebuilt,
Yeah.
and there's some specific materials to it and stuff. This
Okay.
motherfucker gets there all late. Then at one point,
Now, hang on. Let me interject real quick. What entails rebuilding a fireplace? Do you have to like rip it out and put one back in?
I think it's just the lining and a couple of the bricks in front of it or something.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, it was something like that. And
So not an existential job. Like it's
this motherfucker shows up late. One day he showed up at their house at 6:00
like in the AM.
evening.
Jesus.
Yeah, he showed up at 6:00. So I called this motherfucker. You know what the fuck I said to him? I said, "We don't need you on this job."
Right.
Well, because you already said in the email you haven't done this in 30 years. I don't think you're qualified to do this job.
Right.
So
Times are changing.
we need to go a different direction. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's tough that way because he's like, because I talked to him like I heard about his email. I talked to him. I said, "Yeah, whoever you're sending out there doesn't seem qualified to do the job."
Right.
Like, well, that's me. Well, in your email, you said you weren't fucking qualified to do the goddamn job. So here, let me release you from this. And you know what, bitch? You want to get funny over materials? You want to get funny over the materials that you fucked up? I heard you just kept breaking shit.
Oh my God. Well, dude.
Hey, there's one more point.
Okay.
I tell my people this all the time. I don't have time for trying.
Well, let's get it done.
You do what the fuck, you look at it and go, "I can do that." Yes, I'm marginal about that. Okay. No, I cannot. And I'm just going to try and figure it out. No, not okay.
Dude. You sound like Governor Abbott down in Texas. Have you heard about this? About the fucking border?
Well, the border's out of control.
So, Governor Abbott, he's the governor of Texas. He explained it like this because he has been a strong proponent of, like, he's been a supporter of Joe Biden's border control policy.
Abbott?
For a long
Texas.
time, yes, for a long time, he was like, "Listen, we're gonna do it the proper way. We're gonna give the Biden administration a chance to fucking sort this out. I'm gonna support the team. I'm gonna support the team I'm on." Right?
But
And so-
isn't Abbott a Republican?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to.
I didn't know he was in a wheelchair.
He's trying to. Yeah, I didn't know that. Either.
I mean, like you would never fucking know.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's doing an interview on the tarmac, and yeah, he got.
Right.
I mean, he got the lazy boy with the Skyway mags on it.
Right. So he's done his best to be a team player. But now he's fucking had enough. He mobilized the fucking National Guard, all the state troopers, or not all of them, but sheriffs, troopers, etc., and said, "We're done. We're done with this bullshit. We're putting up concertina wire, and we're fucking."
Yeah, they put that razor wire up there.
Yeah. And he says no more. He says we're done with this bullshit, right?
Yeah, and
So he's been fucking reasonable. And now, of course, everybody's like, oh, he's flip flopping. It's like, okay, I get what happens. It's like me saying, "Hey, Oso, let me borrow $100, right?" And then we go hang out.
I don't have $100 because you did. I don't have $100 because you did not donate on Patreon.
So it's like me saying, "Hey, I need to borrow $100," and you're like, "Okay." You give me the $100. Then 2 weeks later, you see me out. We go out to eat, and I'm like, "Hey, let me go ahead and just pay for my meal. You pay for your meal." I whip out the wallet. You see a couple $100 in the wallet,
Yeah,
and I don't bring up shit,
because you're a man of means.
and I don't fucking.
Oh, you see it in his fucking wallet.
Like you see it in my wallet, and you're like, "Oh, okay," and like you don't say nothing at first. Then a couple months go by, same thing happens. I owe you that $100. I whip out the wallet. Hey, let me pay my check. You pay yours. You see a couple hundred in there, and you're like, all right, motherfucker. Like, time's up. Like, I gave you plenty of time.
You got to let me in on your sex trafficking business because you have hundreds of dollars in your pocket at all times.
Hundreds of dollars.
Hundreds of dollars.
So you give them a chance, right? You
Yeah.
give them some time to fucking do the right thing, and they don't do the right thing, then you take matters into your own hands. Eventually you go, hey, motherfucker, where's my $100? That's what Governor Abbott's doing down in Texas.
Did you just quote me directly there?
I did.
That was a direct quote. Hey, motherfucker, where's my $100?
Yeah.
That's what I would. What would Oso say? That's it.
Exactly. So Abbott's like, hey, check it out. And the Biden administration goes, well, we're going to federalize the National Guard. And what that means is basically the state is no longer in charge of that National Guard. Well, that ain't going to go well because there are 10 states that have announced, 10 more states, pardon me, that have announced, well, we're going to fucking support Texas on this and you can go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
Yeah, real shit. Because if you're not securing the fucking border and they're coming over,
And we're talking about illegally. Illegally. That's all we're talking about.
I mean, and they all races. There's a lot of Africans in there too.
Yeah, there's Haitians,
I mean, it's-
Africans,
And
Canadians.
I told you I can't trust black men with accents. So that's really fucking my shit up.
Well, and on top of that, there is a Middle Eastern gentleman who came over with his family
Yeah.
and said, you don't know who the fuck I am. Well, you will know soon enough. Well, guess what? They know who he is. He's a known fucking terrorist.
He just got out of prison.
Just got out of prison.
Oh fuck! What's this fucker name? Because
I
yeah,
don't want to say his name.
he's on. This motherfucker is like on a Facebook type video saying, "Hey, you're gonna know my name," and then somebody digs it up. I'm watching YouTube and they said, "Yeah, he just got out of jail for terrorist shit."
Just got out of fucking prison.
so what? I gotta go watch the Golden Gate Bridge all the time so this motherfucker don't do a big key op on it.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck is going on in this world where the states are like, hey, U.S. government, go fuck yourself. We're going to fucking send state troopers, sheriffs, whatever needs to be done to secure our own fucking border.
Because they have to the Texas sheriff can send them right back over.
Right.
Now the federal guys that are down there, come on in.
Right. They're giving them cell phones and $2,200 debit cards. That's not speculation. That's a real thing. That's actually happening. Every single fucking person who comes in here legally gets that shit. No, that's supposed to be for the legal people that come in. That's the plan in place
Wow, that's what you get is legal shit.
to get you started when you come in here legally.
I
Yeah.
might have to fake it up, go through some rental line. That'd be as a vacation.
I'm gonna fly to Mexico, lose my ID on purpose, and fucking swim across the Rio Grande, baby.
Hey, this refugee shit, like what makes you a refugee? Like we talked about this before, and we'll talk about it again. What's so fucked up in your goddamn country? I mean, I'm still here in America, and shit's still fucked up here. You see me trying to go to Canada? No.
No, you know what I think it is? I'm believing this more and more. Okay. Because I went to Mexico for the first time over New Year's. And then I've grown up in the Pacific Northwest. I've been to Jersey. I've been all over 50 states. I've been to Canada. And you know what the fuck it is? It's the weather. It's the fucking weather. Last week we had an ice storm. Oh, so fresh. This week it's 55 degrees and sunny. What the fuck? What happens in South America? Nothing but sunshine. That's it.
No,
That's
there's some typhoons and shit.
Yeah. Sunshine and fucking rain. You know what they want? They want to see some snow.
They want to see some.
They want to see some fucking snow.
You know what? Then fucking move.
I'm saying.
I mean, fucking. All those motherfuckers got great tans down there. Get the fuck out of here. Just fucking move. You can't have snow and a great tan. It don't work like that.
Dude, we need to take these motherfuckers, put them in northern Canada. That's where they want to be. They want to see snow. Put them in
That's
the
good.
mountains.
Well, you know, people fly like these refugees. They'll fly into Canada and cross the border.
The cartel flies them into Canada. Yeah, and so they just walk across the.
They walk across the border, or if they get caught, yeah, it's no big thing. We're just good day.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, good day, eh?
what's this about?
No, but I was actually watching. So Tucker Carlson and Jordan Peterson did like an onstage event in Calgary, I think it was, and they literally broke down the numbers. Like 40% of the second largest country on the planet is like 40% of the population is all in the southern half of Canada. He's like, you have 60% of a country that's almost unpopulated.
Yeah.
Send those motherfuckers up there in the mountains.
You know,
You're used to the mountains anyway.
That's what I'll get. Why don't you want to go someplace else? Why don't you want to go where there's the most opportunity? Because if you must not have seen anything in fucking America, because we hate all you fucking foreigners.
We hate each other because we're all foreigners. That's the whole purpose of America.
And don't even give me an Asian motherfucker that runs a market that's shitty to me. Man, I don't care. East Asia, West Asia, wherever, Pakistan, China, what India, all that fucking shit, everybody in there, the fucking Russians too. You walk into their convenience store, they will continue to talk on their phone about whatever the fuck they're talking
They
about
don't give a fuck.
in their goddamn language.
Yeah.
And then you be bothered that I just want to pack a fucking Newport shit.
Acting like you're inconveniencing
Like,
them.
I mean, really? Can you put the fucking phone down? What's going on the other side of the phone? I mean, really, are your words keeping this motherfucker alive? Because when I want to get a whole roll of smiles and a goddamn Slurpee, motherfucker, look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye when you service me.
Strange hill to die on. You're like, bitch, hang up your phone, ring up my items, ask me how my day's going.
Yeah. What a concept, huh? Nobody's ever fucking done that in the history of retail.
No, you know what? You know what's really
And make sure the wings ain't old too.
yeah, right. Make sure the fucking deli wings ain't old, bitch. No, what's really interesting is there's one market right here in the south end of Hazeldale, and it's not far, but this guy, you can tell that he was born here. Number one, and he's Indian guy, like Punjabi
Yeah.
Indian. You can tell he was born here because he's fucking courteous. He keeps his music nice and low, nice and at a respectable volume, right?
I do that. I don't get no fucking credit.
Right. Well, it's because you're black. We don't give you credit for it.
Yeah, I see it. That does come up.
But and he clearly says every time to everybody, hello and goodbye. Like he says, hello, how's it going? Good. How are you? Good. All right, have a good day. Bye.
That's
You
it.
can clearly tell he's fucking born here. Everybody who's not from here, always, they just look at you like this. They just stare at you like a poo from The Simpsons because
Man,
they don't give a fuck.
man, you know what I learned growing around, especially like, little Asian markets and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm black. I got to keep all that shit ahead of my person.
Yeah, 90
Like,
degrees away from
seriously,
the body.
90 degrees away from my body. You do. I mean, really, they will fuck. I mean, they'll fuck with you. I don't try and cry at the card, but no, like you go in their fucking store, they don't. They're like they'll follow your ass, all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I'm scared when I go into convenience stores now. I'm scared somebody's gonna come back and check me out. Seriously. Because that's how they used to do it. Are you gonna buy something? What the fuck? I'm trying to figure out which Gatorade flavor the fuck I want. Shit, stop stocking so many flavors if you want me to get out of here faster. I'm trying to make a conscious choice of what sugar water I need in my body. And bitch, I'm paying full price. This ain't on sale, so I can browse as long as I want to.
Well, then here's what's kind of fucked up is like going to school on the East Coast for a time. I literally found myself when I got back, like kind of that same attitude. I would literally like take my wallet out and hold it like out in front of me. So when they'd walk by, and I've had people walk by me at like, little bodega owned stores, they would walk by and they'd see the money and they're like, oh, okay. Like he's got money, like it's all good. But you can't do that on the East Coast. So when you're over there, you're like, you have your hand on your fucking wallet and your cell phone in your pocket while you're walking around. They walk around naturally suspicious because you have to hold on to your shit.
Yeah, hold on to your shit.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to your shit. If you got car keys, you don't want to lose them.
You happy to be rocking that hoodie with the hood up?
Yeah, right. You have to.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, you young motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you rock, is that my camera's not even working? You didn't turn it on, you fuckers.
Well, the rest of the cameras are working.
Okay, so
Rocking the hoodie. The rest of the
gentlemen of all ages, if it is not raining, do not wear the hood up. I just want to get that out the fucking way because you ain't about to do no fucking dirt.
I was going to say, are you speaking to Eminem too? Because that motherfucker wears his hood everywhere.
Eminem got more money than me. I'm talking about these broke motherfuckers shit on the goddamn shoe. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep the hoodie down if it's not raining. Just saying, because that shit's cool if you're 12. Yeah. But like as a grown ass man, put your fucking hoodie down. Shit. I mean, if your mama wasn't ashamed of your fucking face.
What are you trying to say, Oh So Fresh? Are you trying to say I shouldn't wear my fucking hoodie?
I remember with the Blazers, they made a big deal about that. They're like, yeah, these hoodies, when they first got the ones with the hoodies, they were like, people should be rocking them up. And in a way, yeah. I don't know what the hoodie's for because it's an indoor.
See, I don't know how people do this. It's so fucking hot already. I can't even believe I'm still wearing my beanie.
No, it's just, but you know, when you got guys getting the hood over their face where they're a little bit less recognizable,
yeah,
that's not good luck. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all. I mean, I'm saying if you're a celebrity and you need to kind of hide your face, I get it.
At a basketball game, that's the only place they wear those joints is at the fucking basketball game. Why do you need to hide? There's 20,000 people here to see your punk ass, even if you're riding the pine. Why do you hide? Because I couldn't make the team.
Yeah, so you can look at your cell phone and fucking get in trouble by the coach. Do you see that shit the other day? Some fucking bench warmer. He's in his gear just in case they need him for garbage time. This motherfucker, out of his tearaways, pulls out his cell phone and starts like TikToking or Facebooking, whatever the fuck he's doing. When the assistant coach comes by and goes, "Put that shit away." Fucking smack that shit out of his hand.
So what did the do? What was the dude's position?
The bench.
He was just on the bench.
Yeah, that was your position.
I mean,
on the
because
bench.
it just kept talking. I'm like, oh, was he scorekeeper? I mean, it sounded like something scorekeeper would fucking do.
Right.
I mean, scorekeeper, the AV guy, yeah, let me put it on fucking TikTok. But like, if you're sitting on a bench, like you're disengaged, and there's 20,000 people here, and about 15 of y'all didn't pay to be here.
Yeah.
But it's more of a priority for you to be on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be mad if I was on Twitter when you got that one good dunk when they let you in for that garbage ass time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I was supposed to say I was there and I remember when.
Yeah. My point is for 30 minutes a week, I am in here with Oh So Fresh. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on TikTok. I'm fucking paying attention to you, listen to you talk, and then I'm done. Then I don't have to hear shit for a whole week.
We're on social media. You heard that shit? I heard that shit. You heard that shit? I heard that shit. That's it. If I got some new shit, I just say, hey, come here, take a look. I got new shit.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Shit.
That's what I do. I'm not posting that shit up there.
Exactly.
I mean, shit. I got good shit. My cloud could be real fucking high. But no, it ain't none of your goddamn business.
Speaking of getting high, I got some football to watch and some edibles to eat. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. Also, as always, thank you so much for making the Hype Podcast a reality right here once a week. Check us out. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/the Hype Podcast. We need to get Oso some new gang member clothes after his get all bloodied up.
Hey, I like banging. It's not boys.
He likes banging and no pie crust.
No pie crust, yeah. Yeah, you got pie crust, man. There's a whole nother issue going on there. So, if it's crusty, I mean, shit. I mean, because I should have seen a skid mark.
Yeah, if you wake up with the pink eye crusty sleet somewhere else besides your eyeball, you need to get that.
And men, I will tell you this. I've heard this multiple times is a big deal breaker. But yeah, make sure there's no skid marks.
Yeah.
even after you get the pussy, and she gets up and looks down on the floor, sees your underwear, and there's skid marks. You're not coming back.
You're not getting a phone call.
Not coming back, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, handy wipes, dude wipes, all that shit. They're not a sponsor of the show, but they could be because all dudes have that problem.
Yeah, I mean, I use my ass for ass shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do.
Life advice from the Hype Podcast. Use your ass for ass shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Live, bitches.